Hello, it is another day. Been trying to collect footage for fall things in New York, but fall in New York is not happening. It is, what is today? Today is the 7th of October as I'm filming this, and it is warm and musky. Musky. It is, it is warm. Like the high will be 82. That's abnormal. It is truly abnormal for New York. Um, but we will go to the park because I need to do my daily walk. I've I've dedicated time to do walking and to really focus on my health and my exercise. And one of the things that really helps me, not just physically but just mentally, is taking little walks. Little walks. Trying to get my steps in. I have a Fitbit somewhere. And I'll take some footage of some leaves and foliage and all that good stuff. I was supposed to be working today, but the kid got sick, and I don't work with sick kids because I have other kids, and I don't want to make them sick. So that's a rule. If you're ever a quick tip, if you're ever babysitting children, because parents will ask, they'll be like, "Do you take care of children?" Unless you're like a nurse and your immunity is like, like ironclad. Mine isn't. I haven't been in an actual classroom in a long time, so I'm not a nurse or classroom teacher, so it's not. So for me, it's like, yeah, no, I can get sick really easily, like any normal person. And I have another client on Saturday, and I don't want to make her sick. So yeah, no. So um, yeah, so I've been just like straightening up my apartment because somehow I didn't do it this weekend. I do have a list. I have this app called Me Plus, which I love a lot, and I do like one of my tasks is some sort of organizing cleaning task daily. So I do cleaning of some sort every day, even if it's just like wash the dishes, wipe down the counter. I mean, some of this stuff I do daily. Like I almost never leave dishes in the sink, and if I do leave dishes in the sink overnight, I wash them the first thing in the morning. I'm very particular about that. Make sure that the counter in the kitchen is cleaned off. That's like a daily thing. Um, Today, just making sure I clean up the floors and take out the garbage, make sure the refrigerator's clean. I kind of do that daily. I know that some people do that once in a while, but I like having a clean refrigerator. So I try to like wipe it down and if I spill anything in the refrigerator, I don't wait till later. I just clean it right there and then there, because then you have like gunk in your refrigerator. So yeah, like you know, odd. I did like a small load of laundry. I always do my bed and just make sure. I swear for like almost every day, because every time I brush my hair, even though I always have it in a bun, every time I brush my hair, I'm shedding. My hair sheds everywhere, so that you'll see little dust bunnies all over the place. So that I kind of do mostly every day. Um, but yeah, I'm wondering if there's anything you do daily. Like definitely for me, it's making sure the dishes are clean, either like right after I eat or the next day, like early in the morning. I don't let it sit. Like I used to live with somebody who let it sit for weeks, days and days and weeks, and we would have fruit flies, and it's just having. I'm so glad I don't have a roommate anymore, but having roommates really test your patience, because it's like I shouldn't be telling you to wash your dishes. Like that shouldn't be a big deal. Like that should be like, you know what? We have fruit flies and roaches. We should take care of this. And I think at one point we had a mouse. That person was just utterly disgusting. She ended up just getting a maid, like getting someone to come in and clean, because I was doing my part. I was making sure my bathroom and my room and my dishes were clean. So, it wasn't fair to me. And so she was like, look, I'm going to get someone to come in and clean for us. You don't have to pay anything. Just the common area, because I do make a lot of mess, and I was grateful for that, and I'm grateful that she was enough self-aware that she understood that she was pig. And some people just they're not taught. you know People will say, well, they're young and stuff. No, 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 you weren't taught. I was taught at a very early age to clean after myself, so I knew how to do that early on. So when people would talk about, oh, this person's too young and they don't understand, I was just like, I don't get that, because I was taught to clean up after myself when I was like 6 or 7. My mother was not playing around. It's a cultural thing, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, today on the agenda, I guess going for a walk and checking out what's out there in the world and enjoying this warm weather before it gets cold. And I will say this, I know I'm going to get on the soapbox about this, but at this point, with this wild weather and how it's so warm in October, and I know that suddenly New York is, I don't remember the word, subtropical now, so it's never going to be like cold anymore, apparently, which is wild to me, because snow days? That means snow days are gone? I don't know. At this point, I feel like, I don't know if that's true, but I do believe that if you don't believe in global warming, I'm giving you the side eye. Because at this point, this is not normal. This is the first week in October. It has been warm this whole time. It's 82 on October 7th. That's wild, map of the world. That's wild to me. It's so insane to me. Like, the hell's going on? Like, yesterday I went out and I wore a sweater and then I had to take off the sweater because it was too hot. Like, it's 80, 90 degrees in October. I had that happen when I lived in LA, but that's LA. New York, at this time, there'd be some sort of fall weather, you know? The mornings have been cool. It's been like 68 and then it goes all the way up to 80. Guys, this isn't normal. It really isn't. So I went out, I did my walk, I took some footage, so you're gonna see it throughout this video, but I was gonna call this New York in the fall, but I think I might change it to like New York on fall, because it is 80 degrees out there. Like, everybody, I didn't want to take any images of people, but I'm wearing a t-shirt. My hair looks crazy. Yeah, this is unnatural. Global warming. So yeah, this is basically a vlog. I've been thinking of ideas to do, and one of them was going to be fall New York, and I asked ChatGPT, and they were like, Central Park to look at the leaves. What was the other one that Chat told me? The Halloween parade. It's beginning of October, you stupid Chat. What else did they say? They said a bunch of stuff that I was just kind of like, no. Yeah, so this is just going to be a vlog. It was an easy week. It's been pretty quiet on my app, just working here and there and doing the social media stuff. Nothing exciting. I will include some footage from just walking around town. It's been a lot of my MO lately, because I don't know about you guys, but ever since the COVID-19 in 2020, my ability to really focus on exercising has been, I don't know, I was better about it. I was better before the COVID-19, and it's been like really hard to get into a routine. I was in kind of a routine. I've never been a skinny person, so if that's what just like, you know, people always say, just get on it. What? No. Even people who do like go to the gym and do weights, there's a process. It takes time. So lately, I've just been feeling like walking has been my thing. Been saying I want to go back to a dance class and then back to martial arts. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I just want to just slow and steady. And then, you know, while I'm doing that and getting up momentum, adding in other things. And the same with eating. Like, eating smaller meals has been my thing. I've lost 25 pounds. Drink a lot of water. Like, if I had a choice between drinks, I love, like, after, you know, during the COVID teeny, I wasn't a big soda drinker, but then during it, all I did was like order takeout, and I got like into this big regular Coca-Cola. Like, I started drinking what my mom would call black soda. And she was like, that's the worst. She would say, like, just drink Sprite. Sprite is just as bad, but a little less sugar. So weaning myself off of that by drinking like sparkling water, and I don't know, and trying to like drink more juice. I don't know. It's just being more mindful of what I put in my mouth and my body. And working it out, because you got one life and one body, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let me know what you guys want to see. I was thinking about going to the Whitney or the Morgan Library, which is also a museum. Hopefully we start seeing some September leaves. I today walked to, well, Madison Square Park is right there, and then I walked to Washington Square Park as well. No leaves, no piles of leaves. So yeah, let's circle back when those things happen. But for me, I feel like, yeah, it's a moment. Sorry this video is so, like, not crazy exciting, but hey, sometimes that's what it is. My birthday's coming up, so I'm planning that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know, well, don't let me know what you think. I'm sure you think it's boring. Let me know if you have any suggestions of places you want to see if you don't live in New York and you're just like, you know what, I really, not the Empire State, not anything tourist. Don't say Times Square. Don't say Times Square. I'm not going. I'd rather puke in my shoes. I'm sure some of you would be like, I'd like to see that. Creeps. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.